see you. So it's 11 o'clock. And this session of just sitting, relaxing, doing nothing is really quite an important practice. Good morning, Em. Good to see you. Apart from the fact that it helps our minds to calm down a little and is helpful for the rest of the day, it gets us into a good habit of not always rushing around. But it also helps us to get to know ourselves and to get to know our habits. Because when you sit and do nothing, the mind starts, this may not happen with you, it happens with me. The mind starts pulling and pushing in all sorts of directions. Oh, I've got this to do. Oh, I must get on with that. Or what am I doing sitting here when there's all this work to be done? So it's just 15 minutes. We can afford 15 minutes in the day. But just notice what your mind does, the thoughts that come up, the tendencies that you are pushed and pulled towards. Very interesting. And then you can work on them when you know what they are. So hello, Julie and Tracy. Good to see you too. And you can do this any way you want. I mean, I usually lead us through it in some way, but you don't have to do what I say. It's basically just about observing our experience in these 15 minutes. So let's just sit for a while and see what's happening. Hi, Stephanie. Just notice any thoughts arise and what they are. And also noticing that they're just thoughts. They're not who you are. If they were who you are, you would have some control over them. So you can notice that the thoughts come and go, and that you don't have to do anything about them. Not just at the moment, anyway. And as a help to relaxing, you could come down into your body. Just noticing the breath in the chest and the movement of the chest. And this is a bit different to meditating because we're just sitting relaxed. We're not closing our eyes or trying to shut ourselves off from anything. We're just noticing. So what does the breath feel like coming in and out of the lungs? And there's all sorts of sensations in the body, just normal sensations of contact with the chair, for instance. What's that feel like? Your feet in contact with the floor, maybe. Or if you're curled up on a settee, your feet in contact with the settee. If you can come down into your body and allow thoughts to just drift away, you might notice how wholesome that feels, how grounding it is. And can you feel tingling in your body as well? And warmth or coldness. My feet are quite cold touching this floor, which is basically a concrete floor with a covering on top. So it's still quite cold. There's so much you can notice. I mean, the warmth or coldness of the air on your skin. And if you get an itch, itches are really interesting. If you don't scratch them, they are amazing. There is so much power in an unscratched itch. And I notice when I have an itch and I don't scratch it, I notice the craving to just scratch it. And if I don't scratch it, it just, at some point, it feels really strong, the craving. And then the itch disappears eventually with that by itself. But it's quite interesting noticing how we crave to stop the itching. And then, of course, there's our drink. So explore your drink, explore the taste, the texture, the warmth or coldness, the feel of the mug or glass. What happens when you drink it? Lots and lots of things to explore. colour of the drink. The smell. And the warmth coming off it, or the coldness. And what's happening with your mind right now? What thoughts are passing by? Now you're just letting them go. There might be a feeling of craving, almost wanting to get on with something. Or there might be boredom. So if you get whatever is happening like that, just notice it. Just the very fact of noticing helps to alleviate it. Usually we just give in. But if we can not go with these thoughts that try and push and pull us, the very act of seeing them helps us not to get caught up with them. And for the last 2 minutes, just taking in the whole of your experience, just observing everything that's happening in the mind, in the body, what you're seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling. So there we are. It's 11:15. You can carry on if you've still got some drink left, or you just want to keep relaxing. And thanks for joining me this morning. Been great to see you all again. If you're enjoying these and you feel like you would like to donate a small amount to us, I would be really grateful. We've got York Buddhist Group. We've got a lot of expense coming up. We're just starting to move towards getting into our new premises, decorating them, fitting them out. It'll be a few weeks yet, but when we do, we're going to have to spend quite a bit of money. And we don't have any income. We rely on donations from our classes and our meditations to help us move forward and do things. So if you feel like giving a £5 or whatever you want, it would be really appreciated. And you can do that on our website. There's a page on our website. The link is on the text with this video, or you can just go to our website at yorkbuddhistgroup.com. But thanks for joining us, and have a really nice day, and see you again if you're around tomorrow at 8 or 11. So all the best to you. Take care, and lots of love.